Good evening, fans. This is your girl from Mel's Match Hut, and this is your official WWE WrestleMania 40 Night 2 review. Oh my god, night one, that one like the shits. Night 2 was simply delicious, amazing. I legitimately I cried. I cried at the end, and when Cody Rhodes came back to the WWE, I did the obligatory. Like, I didn't know he was coming back, and I said if he does come back, I was going to buy his T-shirt. And I'm wearing one of his very first shirts coming back to WWE, and I was what you call Cody Crybaby, but I'm so fucking thrilled about this. Oh my god. Oh, it's over. We have embarked on new champions. We are completely in the Paul Levesque uh, era, and I'm ready. We got an amazing announcement on King and Queen of the Ring that's coming up in May. Oh my god, May is going to be a fucking shit show for me. I'm going to be covering so much. I'm going to be doing Double or Nothing. We're going to be doing Backlash. We're going to be doing King and Queen of the Ring. Oh my god, my brain is starting to swell. This is crazy. But we have three new champions tonight, and I want to congratulate Mr. Damian Priest. We have to somehow congratulate Drew McIntyre. We also have to congratulate and it was like four. Sorry. Um, congratulate Bailey, and I want to congratulate the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, or the American Dream, Cody Rhodes. Just a little thing. Tonight made me realize that I'm proud to be a wrestling fan. I'm 41 years old. My grandfather when I was 3 months old, and I'm going to start crying because I'm just so emotional right now. My grandfather took it upon himself, and he took me from my mom, put me on his lap, put on WNYW Channel 5, and I started watching wrestling. Fast forward to 41 years of my life, losing him and still continue. Hi, Mr. Pickles. Howdy. How you doing? Fast forwarding 41 years, and I stand before you, or sit before you, a proud wrestling fan, a proud professional wrestling fan. And when Michael Cole said professional wrestling, it makes it all worthwhile. And tonight made me so proud as a wrestling fan. I have never in my life been emotionally invested in something like this ever. And I appreciate everything, and I'm crying like crazy. I don't care at this point. Fuck yeah, Mr. Pickles. Oh my god, Paul Levesque. I know that I am not really pro AEW, which I love AEW, the company itself. But Tony Khan, you woke in the fucking beast. Paul Levesque is not going to be playing with you anymore. He's going for the jugular. Tonight starts his true reign. And by all accounts, Triple H, you are the King of Kings. You fucking take your throne as Booker of the Year. Because let me tell you something. He booked himself a fucking goddamn story that everybody has been hanging on like you would not believe. I'm legitimately crying. I'm a 41-year-old woman crying because I'm so happy. I wasn't a fucking Cody fan. When he left WWE and to go to the Indies and stuff like that, I did not, I wasn't a fan. But he went to AEW, and I saw that, what he could do, and he broke the throne. So of course I'm a Triple H girl. Sorry, sorry for everything like that. But okay, time went on, and I saw Cody not being happy in AEW. So, like, all right, so what the fuck is he gonna do? Is he gonna leave there or whatnot? I didn't think he was ever coming to the WWE again. I thought he was never gonna come home and, you know, be in the position that he is right now. But when I was watching WrestleMania 38, and WrestleMania 38 is something that gets me right here. 2 weeks prior to WrestleMania, my mother passed away suddenly. And WrestleMania 38 was my safe haven. It was 4 hours that I didn't have to think about my mom. I didn't have to, I escaped. I'm sitting there, I'm wondering who the hell is Seth Rollins going to be wrestling? And when I heard bum bum, and I'm like, am I hearing this? And then wrestling has more than one royal family. I was like, they got the song, he's got the this, he's got everything. He's got everything. I was like, I was floored. I was like, oh, I got a woman of my word. I actually got this one, and I got the one with his tattoo logo on it. I believe. I think. I'm not 100% sure right now. I'd have to go look for it, and I ain't doing that right now. Oh yeah, that's when I get to the match. Well, I'll talk about it in a second. I legitimately felt like, okay, I went through WrestleMania 38. Cody came back. I was a woman of my word. Time goes on, and I'm watching him, and I'm like, how the fuck did I become a fan of him? What the fuck did he do that, it is different here than it was in AEW? And I know why he did what he did with the throne. I'm not stupid. I am not stupid at all. I he was at that when he was in AEW, he was Tony Khan's Triple H. And I get it. And Brandy was the Stephanie of AEW. And I'm not going to negate that. She was part of that. And now fast forward to this, seeing Triple H, Stephanie McMahon, and Brandy and Cody Rhodes sitting together. It just blew my mind. And I am so glad that these two are now, now I'm going to announce this. Cody Rhodes is a Triple H guy. And I think it's kind of ironic, and I think it's apropos. Cody Rhodes is now the face of WWE, and his father is legitimately dining with those kings and queens on tonight. He is sitting at the banquet at the head of the table celebrating his son. And I'm telling you, if this is the storytelling we're going to be getting from now on, sign me the fuck up. Because I'm ready, and I'm ready to ride. I'm ready to fucking go. I'm ready to fucking, legitimately, just, buckle me in, and here we go. Because I'm telling you, What we're going to have this summer, we're going to be fucking in a buffet. And if anybody is not going to go along for the ride and not enjoy this, then you're not a wrestling fan. This is the time, this is the place. We need to now collectively to get together and embrace this whole situation. And for the people that who are trying to throw like dampers on this, and I'm gonna drop names: the Bucks, Tony Khan, everybody. You guys are all petty, and for you to go after Punk on a really big weekend, it's sad. It's really sad. And you know what? This is why CM Punk called you children, because you are. Fucking, I'm older than the three of them. All right. I'm 41 years old. They act worse than my son that has autism. I'm telling you, if Tony Khan and the Bucks would not be in AEW, AEW would be so much better. And I'm actually very impressed with Triple H of actually showing pictures of Kenny Omega, the Bucks. And you know what? It shows you right then and there. Triple H is ready to open the doors and let everybody come in, because WWE is where it's right now at. And I've been a WWE fan all my life. I love WWE. There's been some dark times. We all know this. But we are now embracing and we are rejoicing and we are getting together and we're going to celebrate being professional wrestling fans. And Monday is the beginning and dawning of a new Raw. And we're going to hopefully have the Raw from yesteryears, where it's going to be fucking banging. We're going to have matches that we're going to look back on and we're going to rejoice. This is what professional wrestling is to me. This is my love letter to it. But I do want to congratulate and I want to thank Roman Reigns. Yes, I want to thank Roman Reigns because he is the one that got this long title reign and he deserves to be recognized and he is to be acknowledged. Thank you, Roman. You've done your job. Go to Hollywood, whatever you have to do whatever. You've deserved this. You've put the time, the effort. You've gone through dark times yourself, but you persevered. And thank you, Roman. Thank you for the acknowledging, the going to each town to get acknowledged every night. Thank you for sparking people back into professional wrestling. You told a story. You told a great one. And now it's your time to go to the next level and go to the next chapter in your life. This chapter and part is over. Now it's time to start doing what you were supposed to do years ago. It's now time for The Rock versus Roman. And we are going to get it. We are now definitely going to get it. And it's going to be a year-long process. That is another story. And that's another ride I can't wait for. There was some crazy shit that had happened during that match. We had John Cena. We had Jimmy, Jey Uso, Solo Sikoa. We had fucking The Undertaker. It was nuts. Then we heard The Shield. I'm saying to myself, all right, if John Moxley comes out, I'm done. I'm completely done. I don't know what else to say. I can't say anything. You'd be bringing me to speechlessness. But the way it was and the way everything, Roman got his payback on Seth. But all in all, it was a little crazy, but it was what needed to be done. And I'm so glad for Cody Rhodes. I am thanking even Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman, my God, he is the one that was basically the mastermind. For the people that cannot stand Paul Heyman, you have no idea what we have. WWE better be paying this man handsomely. And I'm not talking about like just $1 or $2 million. This guy better be making $5 to $8 million a year because he deserves it. Match was great. Every night two was great. There was some stinkers, and I didn't really care about the United States title match. I didn't really care about the fucking the AJ Styles and LA Knight match, but I'm glad who won with that. And AJ Styles' new theme song sucks, honestly. Then we got the Queen to come back, not Charlotte Flair. Please, no. The true queen in WWE, Stephanie McMahon Helmsley, or Stephanie McMahon, Stephanie Man Levesque, whatever she goes by. She came to start WrestleMania, and it was so good to see her. It felt normal, and she should be back in the company. She should be back working, and she should be back with her husband, killing it. I'm so glad that she was there, and she looks damn good. And I'm so happy for her, and I'm so happy for that 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 marriage. And for the people who fucking brought that rumor up, you could go fuck off, okay? But all in all, night two was awesome. And I am just elated about the whole situation. And when Judgment Day is down, they get right back up. And I'm so happy as a Puerto Rican, as a fellow Boricua. Congratulations to Mr. Damian Priest on becoming WWE World Heavyweight Champion. And I'm just so happy for him as well. And it brought a tear to my eye. Brought a tear to my eye because now Judgment Day has the World Heavyweight Championship and the World Women's Championship, and I love it. And I can't wait to see them both on Monday Night Raw. So, we're going to go through the entire pay-per-view. I'm going to go right into the very first match. I'm not going to do the pre-show. It was basically all talking and hyping up the matches for tonight. And then I'm gonna get you out of here, and then I'm going to bed because I'm going to sleep. I don't care how late tomorrow, because I'm off tomorrow. Thank Christ. All right. So let's get this party started. Do me a favor first. Please like, share, and subscribe. Turn on the bell for all notifications so when I go live, upload a video, or do a short, you will all know about it. Please do me a favor and check out the people over at Maestro Classics at maestroclassics.com. Visit their website for all your beard essentials. Also, please do me a favor and check out Liquid Death at liquiddeath.com. Visit their website for all your artillery to murder your thirst. They have unflavored seltzer water, flavored seltzer water, regular water, iced tea, and sports packs to make your drinks sports drinks. If you are an adult and you're allowed to drink or legal to drink, please drink responsibly. They're great as mixers. Also, please do me a favor and go check out Death Wish Coffee at deathwishcoffee.com. Visit their website for all your coffee essentials and sample the world's strongest coffee with the lowest acidic rate. Please also, if you support independent wrestling, we have one here in the tri-state area, which is House of Glory. They have two events coming up. They have House of Glory May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, La Casa de Gloria, Phoenix, Psycho Clown, Sexy Star versus Violet, and Pet the El Zeno Miano versus Phoenix. That'll be on Cinco de Mayo, so go check out hogwrestling.net to get your tickets. And they will be on May 25th, Boston, El Helio Vikingo. It may be there due to injury, maybe not. And Mustafa Ali. All right, let's get this party started with the entire review. Oh, that was emotional to say the very yes, definitely Mr. Pickles. Thank you, Mr. Pickles. Oh, Jesus. So, yeah, the whole night was really really good, and I am like so happy about this whole weekend. Everything was great. There was some twists and turns, but all in all, it was a great weekend, and um I'm just happy that it's now over. Holy crap, I'm exhausted from it. And it's gonna get more and more as time goes on. So, you know. All right, so the lineup for WrestleMania 40 night 2 are as follows. WWE Undisputed Universal Champion Bloodline Rules match. Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes, WWE World Heavyweight Championship match. CM Punk was on commentary. Seth freaking Rollins versus Drew McIntyre. WWE Women's Championship match. Io Sky versus Bayley. Singles match. AJ Styles versus LA Knight. WWE United States Championship triple threat match. Logan Paul versus Kevin Owens versus the Viper, Randy Orton. Philadelphia six-man tag team street fight. The Pride, Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits versus the Final Testament, Karrion Kross and AOP. I'm not doing the pre thing, so give me a second while I scroll through my notes, making sure that okay, here we go. Okay. WrestleMania Sunday opens up with a video package featuring Philadelphia's hip hop star Meek Mill. Michael Cole then welcomes us to the show, and we get to see Drew McIntyre and Seth freaking Rollins getting ready to come out for the title match. Samantha Irwin introduces War and Treaty, and they perform God Bless America. Stephanie McMahon then makes her way down to the ring and talks about how special this year's WrestleMania. Then says WrestleMania is the one she's most proud of. It's the first WrestleMania of the Paul Triple H Levesque era. McMahon then asked Philadelphia, "Are you ready?" She goes, no, come on, Philadelphia. Are you ready? And welcomed to us to WrestleMania 40. So we're going to start off with the WWE World Heavyweight Championship match. Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre. So McIntyre hitting Rollins with a Claymore, but Rollins kicks out at 2.9. McIntyre goes for another Claymore, but Rollins rolls out of the ring. McIntyre then follows Rollins and hits him with a chop block. McIntyre then sends Rollins flying with an overhead throw out onto the floor. Rollins then gets onto his feet, and McIntyre hits him with another overhead throw. McIntyre then goes for the Future Shock DDT in front of Punk, but Rollins reverses it into a pedigree. Rollins then sends McIntyre back into the ring and hits him with a stomp. McIntyre then kicks out, and both men now trade strikes. McIntyre then hits Rollins with a neck breaker and a kip up. McIntyre then calls for Claymore, but Rollins reverses the Claymore into a powerbomb. Rollins then hits McIntyre with a pedigree followed by a stomp, but McIntyre kicks out. Rollins then goes for a super stomp, but then McIntyre moves out of the way. Rollins' knee then buckles, and McIntyre hits Rollins with a Future Shock DDT, but Rollins kicks out. McIntyre then goes for CM Punk's GTS taunt and goes for the GTS, but Rollins reverses it into a small package, and McIntyre kicks out. McIntyre then hits Rollins with a Claymore once again, and Rollins kicks out. After clearing off the commentary desk, McIntyre stares Punk down. Rollins then escapes McIntyre's powerbomb attempt on the commentary desk. Rollins then hits a stomp on McIntyre and on the commentary desk. Rollins then sends McIntyre back into the ring. McIntyre hits Rollins with another Claymore, and Rollins kicks out again. McIntyre is shocked and hits another Claymore on Rollins and gets the win. And we have a new WWE World Heavyweight Champion. But wait a minute. We have more. The winner, after the match, McIntyre celebrates the win, and Rollins shows some respect to the new champion. McIntyre then hands the WWE World Heavyweight Champion to his wife, and they embrace. McIntyre then sees CM Punk at the commentary desk. McIntyre then stands on the desk and trash talks Punk. Punk then sweeps McIntyre's leg. Punk then takes off his brace and hits McIntyre with it. Punk then stomps on McIntyre, and cue Damian Priest music hits. Priest hits McIntyre with the Money in the Bank briefcase. Priest then tells the referee that he's cashing in. So we have an up to match. So that's where we get the 7-on-7 match. The match starts off Priest sending McIntyre into the ring. Priest hits McIntyre with his South of Heaven chokeslam, and he gets the 1, 2, 3. And we have another new WWE World Heavyweight Champion, and it's from the Judgment Day, Damian Priest. Congratulations to him. After the match, Priest walks up to the ramp to the Judgment Day and celebrates with the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. It was amazing. And they already had shirts printed up, so we kind of knew. Like this, I mean, come on. If they had shirts, you knew this, and I'm glad that they didn't fucking screw him. He deserves it. He's been putting work in left and right, and he deserves it. WWE Hall of Famer Snoop Dogg is then introduced as guest commentator for the next match, while WWE Hall of Famer Bully Ray, I'm not going to say his fucking WWE name, it's Bully Ray, and he is introduced as the special guest referee for the Philadelphia Street Fight. Of course, when in Philadelphia, we go to extreme. And we had a fellow WWE Hall of Famer, so it was apropos. So we have the Street Fight. AOP and Karrion Kross, the Final Testament versus the Pride, which is Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits. In my mind, the wrong people lost, but that's just neither near nor there. I gotta thank the coffee gods in the world for getting me through this weekend. The match starts off with all six men brawling. The ring clears and the Street Profits pull a table at ringside. Razor then sends Dawkins into the ring steps. Akam then runs over Ford. AOP and Cross then surrounded Lashley with kendo sticks. Lashley then beats down with the kendo sticks. Cross then hits Lashley with a neck breaker on a chair. Dawkins then breaks up the pin attempt and gets destroyed with a kendo stick. Ford then jumps off the top rope and gets hit with a kendo stick from Cross. AOP hits a super collider on Ford and Dawkins. B-Fab then breaks up the pin with a kendo stick. Scarlett then hits B-Fab with a trash can. Scarlett sends B-Fab out of the ring. AOP then goes for another super collider, but Lashley breaks it up. Dawkins then runs over Akam and Razor. Ford then jumps over the top rope onto Razor and Akam. B-Fab then hits a boot to Scarlett on her face. Scarlett then suplexes B-Fab through the table. Cross then hits a Doomsday Saito suplex on Lashley, but Lashley kicks out. Cross then gets in Bully's face. Bully then puts on his Dudley glasses. Lashley then spears Cross. Bully then directs traffic while Dawkins hits What's Up. Bully then tells them to get the tables. Cross then is laid on a table, but it breaks. Dawkins grabs another table. Ford hits a frog splash on Cross through the table, and Lashley pins Cross. Wrong people won. I want to brawl with Mel'S. Thank you, Danger562. Love you. Mwah. Thank you for coming in. We head to the back where we see WWE United States Champion Logan Paul doing push-ups. We get a video package recapping last night's main event and a special look at the Bloodline / Cody Rhodes rivalry. Kayla Braxton is shown interviewing WWE Hall of Famer Paul Heyman. Braxton asks Heyman what the Bloodline Rules match entails. Heyman mocks Braxton and says it meant whatever they wanted it to mean. Heyman then says the match will only end when one man walks out the winner and the other man goes home to his wife, Brandy. Little knock, little knock, little knock. LA Knight arrives in a Slim Jim car and makes his way down to the ring for the next match with AJ Styles. The match starts off before this whole situation. Somebody had a sweepstakes win, and they got to win the car that he showed up in. So he brings. It was a little old fucking lady. It was a little old lady. So all of a sudden, I started humming "Little Old Lady from Pasadena." I could see her like riding that. I would also like to hopefully that maybe she gets it repainted or something, or hands it to her probably grandson or fucking son or daughter or granddaughter. Because if she's riding that, kudos to her. And it was the Slim Jim car. So the match starts off with Knight and Styles training strikes. And before this, Michael Cole said that they were in similar promotions, and I love that. And I love them acknowledging other promotions. This is what's the difference of the Paul Levesque era, and I love it, and I'm here to see it. Knight then says Styles out of the ring. Knight then hits Styles with a rope dive drop kick. Knight then repeatedly slams Styles' head into the commentary desk. Jesus Christ, that fucking desk has it stands the test of time here. Knight then says Styles back into the ring. Styles then attacks Knight. As soon as he rolls back into the ring, Knight then tries to respond, but Styles kicks his leg out from underneath him. Styles then works over Knight's knee. Styles then hits Knight with a wheelbarrow facebuster, but Knight kicks out. Styles then goes up top, but Knight cuts him off. It goes for a back suplex. Styles then rakes Knight's eyes, causing Knight to fall back down to the mat. Knight then jumps back up top, hits a German suplex on Styles, but Styles kicks out. Styles then puts Knight in the calf crusher submission. Knight then gets to the ropes. Styles then starts Knight's knee, then slams Knight's knee into the ring post, and the referee checks on Knight. Styles then hits a drop kick to Knight's knee into the ring post. Knight then pulls Styles into the ring post. Knight then pulls up the protective padding at ringside. Styles then reverses Knight's pile driver into the back body drop on the exposed concrete. Styles then rolls back into the ring and the referee counts. Knight breaks the count at 9.9. Styles then goes for a springboard 450, but Knight gets his knees up. Both men trade strikes. Knight then hits Knight with a Pele kick, but Knight avoids the phenomenal forearm. Styles then almost hits the Styles Clash, but Knight kicks his way out of it. Styles then misses another phenomenal forearm, and Knight hits Styles with a BFT for the win, and LA Knight is the winner. Yeah. We get a video package announcing the next Saudi Arabia, and will be May 25th. And it will be the King and Queen of the Ring. Oh, how sweet it is. And the winners should automatically get title shots at SummerSlam. There's your summer. Done. Pay me. We get a video recapping the 2024 WWE Hall of Fame induction ceremony from Friday night. And then the 2024 Hall of Fame class make their way out. We get a video package for the next match, which is the WWE United States Championship match, which is Logan Paul, Randy Orton, and Kevin Owens. Then we head to the back where Sami Zayn shows Kevin Owens his newly won WWE Intercontinental title. Zayn then tells Owens, "Your turn now." So they came out, and then Owens came out with a golf cart. So he gets halfway down and he makes a homage to ECW, and he had his lights the same color of ECW, and then he goes and backs up the cart, picks up Randy Orton, and goes back down to the ring. I'm like, you seriously, this is ridiculous. This is hilarious. And then the match started. And the match starts off with Paul rolling out of the ring. Orton and Owens then chase Paul. Orton and Owens take turn beating up Paul outside the ring. Orton then suplexes Paul on the commentary desk. Orton then asks if he could give it a try. Orton then gives Owens the go-ahead, and Owens suplexes Paul on the table. Orton then hits another suplex on Paul on the desk. Orton and Owens then bring Paul back in the ring. Paul then pushes Owens into Orton. Owens then tells Orton that it was Paul. Orton and Owens then turn around and continue beating on Paul. Both Orton and Owens then try to pin Paul at the same time. Orton and Owens then lock eyes. Owens then suggests they continue beating up Paul and fight later. Orton then agrees and immediately tries to RKO Owens, but Owens blocks it. Owens then asks Orton if they should fight now, and Orton shrugs. Orton and Owens then hit each other with rights and lefts. Paul then takes both men out with a double money clip. Owens then sends Paul and Orton into the corner. Owens then hits both men with a cannonball. Paul then manages to get his knees up while Owen goes for a swanton. Paul then hits Owens with a swanton, rolls through, and hits a frog splash on Orton for a near fall. Orton and Paul then trade strikes. Paul then hits Orton with a gut shot. Orton then sets Owens up for a draping DDT, but Paul breaks it up. Paul then goes for another money clip, but Orton reverses it into a power slam. Orton then hits a draping DDT on Paul and Owens at the same time. After a series of reversals, Owens then hits a power slam off the top rope on Paul. Owens then hits the moonsault on Paul, but Paul kicks out. After another series of reversals, Orton then hits the RKO on Owens, but Owens kicks out. Paul then blasts Orton with a brass knuckles, but Orton kicks out. Paul then blasts Owens with a brass knuckles as well, and Owens falls out to the floor. Paul then goes for another shot to Orton with brass knuckles, but Orton ducks it and hits an RKO on Paul. Orton gets to his feet first and grabs Paul's brass knuckles. Orton then gives the brass knuckles to the referee and calls for the punt kick, but the guy in the Prime Bottle pulls Paul out of the ring, and Orton gets into a fight with the guy in the Prime Bottle. Orton then hits an RKO on the Prime Bottle on the Prime Bottle guy on the commentary desk. Paul then pushes Orton into the ring steps. Orton then hits a stunner on Orton, but Orton kicks out. Owens sends Orton into the ropes with a pop-up powerbomb, but Orton reverses it into an RKO. Paul sends Orton into the ring post, hits a frog splash on Owens, and retains. He wasn't going to lose the title because he's going to be going. He's going to go to Cleveland with the title. All right? SummerSlam in Cleveland, with him without the United States title, and for Christ's sakes, they just did the Prime situation. Cody Rhodes is now the first guy to be, hawking Prime. He is the it guy now. So what the fuck, are you going to not give him the Intercontinental Championship? Come on. Please, people. Please, people. We go to, this match was so good. Somewhere, wherever Mercedes is and was, she was smiling. This match was fucking fire. Banger. These are the matches that needs to be more of. And if the women in WWE cannot get onto this, then you need to step aside. These are the matches that we are calling for. Between Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch, and now Io Sky and Bayley, perfect for women to go out there and kill it. So, WWE Women's Championship match, Io Sky versus Bayley. So the match starts off with Bayley hitting Sky with a shoulder block and Sky rolling out of the ring. Sky then gets back in the ring and hits a shoulder block on Bayley. Bayley then hits a dive on Sky, but Sky kicks out. Bayley then goes for a patent turnbuckle dropkick, but Sky blocks it and sends Bayley's leg into the ring post. Sky then attacks Bayley previously injured knee. Bayley then rolls out of the ring, and Sky goes for an Asai moonsault. Bayley then trips Sky on the apron and sends Sky into the timekeeper's area. Sky then hits an elbow to Bayley on her face. Sky then jumps off the barricade and hits with a Bayley to belly. Bayley then sends Sky back into the ring and hits with a spinning neck breaker. Bayley goes up top, but Sky trips her. Bayley's leg then gets caught in the turnbuckle, and Sky drop kicks Bayley, sending her to the floor. Sky then hits a triangle moonsault on Bayley, but Bayley kicks out. Sky then hits Bayley with two German suplexes for a near fall. Sky then goes for the over the moonsault, but Bayley gets her boot up. Bayley then goes for a diving elbow drop, but Sky reverses it into a crossface. Bayley then escapes and gets put in the crossface again. Sky then transitions into an STF, and Bayley elbows her way out of it. Sky then gets hit with Bayley to belly, but she kicks out. Bayley then goes for a rose plant, but Sky blocks it. And Bayley tells Bayley she is sorry. Sky then nails Bayley with a right hand. Bayley and Sky then trade strikes. Sky then hits Bayley with a butterfly backbreaker. Sky then hits Bayley with an over the moonsault, but Bayley kicks out. Sky then hits Bayley with a moonsault off the second rope. Sky then tries to hit the same move from the top, but Bayley moves. Bayley goes for a rose plant. Sky then hits Bayley for a front flip and laughs at Bayley. Bayley then nails Sky with a lariat. Bayley then hits Sky with a diving elbow drop and follows up with a rose plant for the win. And we have the new WWE Women's Champion, Bayley. And George Kittle went completely wild. So that was that. Michael Cole and the commentary team were calling out stars, which were in the front row, Michael Chi, The War and Treaty, T-Pain, George Kittle, Vanessa Hudgens, and Lily Singh were all shown at ringside. The Philadelphia Eagle cheerleaders were in the ring with the WWE Hall of Famer Snoop Dogg, who announced an attendance of 72,755 fans, and the pyro would go off. And then they combined it, and it was over like 100,000 people within the 2 nights. And they were both sold out. So, and the weekend was 145,298. So, congratulations to WWE. Now we go into the meat potatoes of the whole situation. We go to the main event, which is Bloodline Rules for the WWE Undisputed Universal Championship. The Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns, versus the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. So the entrances. And this is where now everything was pieced together. Cody Rhodes came up with the Cody Vader, of course. That's going to be a special thing. This shouldn't happen every fucking night like they did in AEW. Don't do that. That wasn't what we wanted. All right? So, Cody comes up. He's got this mask on. And when I seen it, it was like, oh my God, that's like a Triple H type of thing. So right then and there, and then what we saw at the end, I was like, he's Triple H's handpicked guy. And that's where things, and now he's got Damian Priest and on Raw, and there you go. And I believe sooner or later, those championships, Cody's going to be on SmackDown until probably the end of the year or whenever they do the draft. They're going to go like this, and unfortunately, Judgment Day is going to be on SmackDown, and Cody Rhodes is going to be on Raw because they're going into the Netflix deal. So they're going to need to have the bigger champion on Netflix, which is Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes is now the face of WWE. But it was really, and we saw Mrs. Rhodes, which was Brandy Rhodes, and I liked that. That was nice. She fucking could pull that shit off. I would love to see like an alliance, like a 2-women, 2-man power trip, which is I would love to see if able to work with, like, have Stephanie kind of like, if Brandy wanted to come back and be in the ring and be a wrestler, and or have like her be like when they did with Steve Austin and Triple H. So that would be cool. That would be cool. So this match starts off with Reigns getting Rhodes in Rhodes' face, but Rhodes doesn't flinch. Reigns then laughs at Rhodes. Reigns then hits Rhodes with a shoulder check. Heyman then hypes Reigns up. Rhodes then hits Reigns with an uppercut and sends Reigns out of the ring. Rhodes then grabs a table from underneath the ring. Reigns then hits a Rhodes with a drive-by before Rhodes gets back into the ring. Reigns then slides the table back under the ring and says, no. Rhodes then avoids Reigns and sends him into the ring steps. Rhodes then tries to send Reigns back into the ring. Reigns then hits Rhodes with a kendo stick. Reigns then repeatedly hits Rhodes with a kendo stick. Rhodes then puts Reigns in the figure 4, and Reigns breaks Rhodes' eyes to break the hold. Reigns then works over Rhodes. Rhodes and Reigns then fight into the crowd. Reigns then tries to suplex Rhodes on the platform, but Rhodes reverses it and hits a suplex of his own. Reigns then counters a disaster kick attempt from Rhodes with a sky-high powerbomb. Reigns then continues his beatdown on Rhodes. Reigns then hits this Rhodes and runs into a super kick from Rhodes. Reigns then hits Rhodes with a big boot. Reigns and Rhodes then trade strikes. Both men then hit double clotheslines on each other, and they both are down. Reigns then gets to his feet first, and both men exchange strikes. Rhodes then hits Reigns with a power slam, followed up with a disaster kick, but Reigns kicks out. Rhodes then goes for a Cody cutter, but Reigns catches Rhodes and hits Rhodes' finisher on him, but Rhodes kicks out. Reigns then jokes that Rhodes' move sucks and Rhodes has never beaten anyone with it. Rhodes then ducks the Superman punch from Reigns and hits him with jabs, followed by a bionic elbow. Reigns then rolls out of the ring. Rhodes then follows Reigns and clears the commentary desk. Manon, this thing was like a fucking tag team partner all weekend. Reigns then hits a low blow on Rhodes. Reigns then powerbombs Rhodes to the commentary desk. Reigns then hits a Superman punch on Rhodes, but Rhodes kicks out. Reigns goes for the spear, but Rhodes hits the boots on Reigns on his face and then hits the Cody cutter. Reigns then kicks out and fights his way out of Crossroads. Reigns goes for a rock bottom, but Rhodes counters with a hip toss. Rhodes then hits Reigns with a spear, but Reigns kicks out. Rhodes then hits the Crossroads on Reigns and goes for another, but Jimmy Uso appears out of nowhere and super kicks Rhodes. Reigns then hits a Superman punch on Rhodes. Jay then runs down the ramp and brawls with Jimmy. Jay then spears Jimmy off the stage through a table. Right then and there was more exciting what they did last night, and I'm not joking. Reigns then spears Rhodes, but Rhodes kicks out. Reigns then puts Rhodes in a guillotine. Rhodes then forces Reigns out of the ring, breaking the hold. Rhodes then spears Reigns through the barricade. Rhodes then sends Reigns back into the ring. Rhodes then hits a number of crossroads on Reigns, but Solo Sikoa appears and hits Samoan Spike on Rhodes. Sikoa then puts Reigns on top of Rhodes, but Rhodes kicks out. Sikoa and Reigns then hit the spear and Samoan Spike combo on Rhodes, but Rhodes still kicks out. John Cena's music then hits, and Cena runs down to the ring and attacks Sikoa. Cena clotheslines Sikoa over the top rope and hits an AA on Sikoa through the announce table. The Rock's music then hits. The Rock makes his way down to the ring. Cena and Rock then stare each down. Cena then takes off his shirt and gets ready to throw down. Again, another thing I never would have seen again in my entire fucking life, but I was there for it. Hi, Navo92. Hey, sweetheart, how are you doing on this late night? And I'm almost done out of here, and I'm going to bed soon. Cena then tells Rock he can't see him. The Rock then hits a rock bottom on Cena. The Shield's music then hits. Rollins makes his way down to the ring with his old Shield gear. Reigns then takes Rollins out with a Superman punch. The lights then go out. The gong rings out through the arena. The Undertaker then appears behind The Rock. Sweetheart, you say that you're the final boss, Mr. Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Mr. Mark motherfucking Undertaker Calloway is the final boss. All right? Thank you. Mic drop. The Rock then turns around and gets chokeslammed by the Phenom. The lights then go out again, and The Rock and The Undertaker disappear. Reigns grabs a chair, but instead of hitting Rhodes, he hits Rollins in the back. Rhodes then kicks Reigns in the head to block a spear. Rhodes then hits two crossroads on Reigns and gets the 1, 2, 3, and we have a brand new WWE Undisputed Universal Champion, and I am so freaking happy about this. So then after the match, the undisputed WWE Universal title is handed to Cody Rhodes. The Rock then looks furious at Reigns. Rhodes then is then overcome by emotion as he poses with the title for the fans. Kevin Owens, LA Knight, John Cena, Randy Orton, Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, and Brandi Rhodes then celebrate in the ring with Cody. CM Punk makes his way down to the ring to raise Rhodes' hand. Cody's mother then gets in the ring, hugs Rhodes. Cody then hands his mother the title and she poses with it. That's where I'm going to start all over again crying because that was a very emotional pose with the title. Cody grabs the microphone and asks Bruce Pritchard and Paul Triple H Levesque to join him in the ring. Pritchard and Levesque make their way down to the ring. Pritchard hugs Rhodes and Levesque shakes Rhodes' hand and hugs him. Triple H then raises Rhodes' hand. Cody then gets out of the ring and hugs Michael Cole. Cody Rhodes then shakes Corey Graves and Pat McAfee's hands. Cody then shakes Seth Rollins' hand and thanks him for helping him. Cody then shakes Nick Khan's hand. We then get a video recap of WrestleMania 40, and it comes to a close. And we don't know where we're going next. This is the first year we don't know what's going on for next, and I'm hoping that tomorrow night we can get we're going to hopefully get the countdown to the next WrestleMania at WrestleMania 41. It was a weekend of ups and downs. It was a weekend of sorrow. It was a weekend of blah. It was a weekend of celebration. This is what makes professional wrestling the greatest thing on this earth. You could have your Super Bowl. You could have your Major League World Series. You could have your Stanley Cup. You could have your NBA final. You could have March Madness. You could have the Olympics. But there's nothing ever that you will ever experience than WrestleMania. I've been fortunate enough to be at WrestleMania 10, 20, 29, and 35. And seeing where it came to now, it's incredible. If you're a professional wrestling fan and you are able to go to a WrestleMania, do it. I was fortunate enough to go to multiple ones. I am fortunate enough. And I'm just happy. I'm ready for this new era. And I'm ready to move on from he who shall not be named, from the stench that he's left. And it's brand new. This is a brand new game. This is a brand new era. Game on. So this is where I'm going to be signing off. And I normally plug everything, which is my social media. Please like and share. You know the deal. I don't want to do that tonight. I don't want to promote anything because I just want to go out on this big high note of wrestling. And we are now on to AEW Dynamite. We're also going to be having the footage of what happened at All Out. That's just going to be another fucking goddamn shit show on a whole nother situation. But I am blessed to be watching this. I'm blessed to be alive. I'm carrying on my grandfather's memory to watch this. And where I am at my highs and I'm at my lows, because 2 years ago at this time, I was at my lowest, and WWE has helped me through it. Professional wrestling has helped me through it. And I'm thrilled tonight. This is professional wrestling. And I'm going to reiterate, game on. So I will see you all on Friday afternoon at 2 p.m. for episode 335. I want everybody to have a great evening. I hope everybody loved WrestleMania. And I love you all. And I'll see you this Friday. Good night. Bye.